Rolling a joint.
Welcome to Tush Twins, heard exclusively on MalcolmPresents.com, a screening network which produces new shows each week. So tune us in and enjoy and be marveled at what we don't
Marveled.
say or do say.
Be marveled.
Marvel.
Be marveled. Is that a word? Be marveled?
I don't know.
Be amazed.
Well, now it is.
Be amazed. Be marveled. Be
Because nobody does it, nor do they want to do it.
Nobody does it. Nobody does it better. And oh boy,
Nobody does
it
And anyway, Max, to do our introduction,
I'm gonna do the introduction because we need to do that. So move over, Lucy and Ethel, Laverne and Shirley, Thelma and Louise, Betty and Wilma, Tina and Amy. Here come the
Bush Twins.
Thank you for that. With tales of friendship from Brooklyn and beyond.
T-A-I-L-S.
What?
T-A-I-L-S, tails.
No, T-A-L-E-S. The only tails here is the bunny tail. And I have a bunny tail. I just don't know where it is. I'm not totally sure. Anyway, so me, Maxine, Faith, and the redhead on there, Paula Rusty Rose, the redhead. We kind of bring you through our 60 plus years of friendship with levity and drama and joy and platonic love. We try to pick a topic that we want to kind of remember, and then we always go into something completely different. So I don't know.
And now for something completely different.
I don't know. So anyway, here are our tales because we know each other so well. Our atomic particles like in Boston, our atomic particles have been joined at the Tush. So we hope you enjoy these tales.
And pray tell, what do we start out this week talking about?
Well, I'm going to start to just read this one thing I wrote and let the redhead pick it up from there. So there was one time when we got stoned in my brother Mitchell's infamous basement man cave. I probably could have sold tickets because his cave was cool, right? I mean, the leopard bedspread, the lava lamp, every album,
the water pipe,
the bong. So somehow, after I think we were just like token something, and we didn't do it all that much, but on occasion, we wound up in the bathroom, in Mitch's man cave, and we were looking. I think my stomach was bothering me, looking for Pepto or something, and we both looked at the mirror at the same time, and we came up with this line: "The sky is high." And why? Why not? Well, why?
Why not?
And why is that? Why
because
is that?
It smokes too much.
Because it smokes too much.
And the sky is high. Because and why? Because it smokes too much. We took that to Greenwich Village and started playing with the bongos. You had the guitar, I had the bongos, and go
right. Yeah, you had
the sky is high. And why not? It smokes too much.
The sky is high. And why? It smokes too much.
You guys were before your time, because now you would have been on YouTube. Someone would have recorded you doing your number.
Absolutely. I mean,
in fact, why don't you do it now at your age and go to the village and see if someone will record you?
Oh yeah,
I'll record it. I'll have Dennis. No, he
Everybody
can't do
has
it.
a phone. No one. I mean,
everyone goes kung fu fight.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't.
Let's try it.
I mean, we would go. We would go and protest. We'd go to near the arch, right?
1, 2, 3. What are we fighting for? I don't give a damn. Next stop is Vietnam.
Yeah. Well, Vietnam
6, 7
is open up the pearly gates. Oh, there ain't no use in wondering why. Whoopee, we're all going to die.
I'm going to die.
Yeah. The strange thing is, my brother Mitch, he's buried in a military cemetery, and it says the Vietnam War on his tombstone. Go figure what are the odds? He must be looking down going, are you insane? Have you all lost your mind? This guy was like, nah, peace, not war, bloody blah. But hey, it's pretty nuts. So anyway, talking about the sky that's high, it kind of brings us into a topic because I kept seeing everywhere that the aurora borealis is going to be viewable in New York, even in New York City. The question, New York City has so many lights, it's hard to see.
You're not going to see it.
Hard to see the sky. And so I know, I mean, I'm going to go out and see if I can see it. I don't know. What did they say about Jersey?
Well, maybe where
you
you
can
live.
See it here. No, because I'm more west, but you can see it because we have less lights here where we are.
Right.
We have just the sky, but I'll be tomorrow night at a place in Wyckoff listening to dueling pianos. So we're all going to see if we can see it from there.
Dueling pianos.
When is that supposed to be?
It's
tomorrow
supposed
evening.
To be tomorrow, I think, is the best view.
Well,
and
I
but
know
the
for
Manhattan,
sure I won't see it in Los Angeles.
I don't know. It
No,
didn't say LA. There was X amount. There were certain states who could see it in. For
Montana.
For some reason, New York is in the view. I don't know.
But they're saying you should go up higher up where it's not as light.
Right. I mean, I'm not sure if
like
I'll
to
be
a
able
park.
to what I'm going to see. I'm like in a park.
Yeah,
my property's at the end. I'm at the end of an end, and
climb up your tree.
Yeah, me and a few other crazy birds, like those mockingbirds. So anyway,
it's amazing when you go out of the city, or you go in the ocean and you take a look at the stars. I remember coming out in Big Sur up in, off the Pacific Coast Highway. There are so many damn stars.
Yep.
And
I have that here.
But you don't realize it when you live in the city.
But I remember,
I understand that.
Like things that are in the sky, right? Well, we used to have the fireworks on Tuesday nights, right?
Tuesdays and Thursdays, and it went just to Tuesdays.
Schaefer beer.
Then it went just to Tuesday.
Then Valentine's.
Right. What? Okay, I don't remember I remember the Schaefer.
Schaefer, and then they changed to Valentine's.
I remember Schaefer also, and I think Valentine's too.
Yeah, they took over.
Both do not exist any longer.
Well, the Schaefer beer is still there.
Is it? Schaefer is the
one
beer to have when you're having more than one. Remember that commercial?
Yes, and Valentine's. They still have Valentine's.
Valentine's
Ale. Was Schaefer the beer that had the big screen? They had the big board in Ebbsfield. I'm trying to remember.
I was never in Ebbsfield. That was before us, Malcolm.
We were so much younger.
We don't even exist yet. I don't think. But
they left in 57.
So I never went to a game.
No.
My brothers did, but my dad took them, but I was too little to go to a game.
Your brother took us to Shea Stadium.
We went to 62. Shea. I remember going to Shea, and I remember I went to 2 games in a row. I saw Claude Osteen pitch, and I saw Koufax pitch, and I saw Maury Wills.
Oh, well, that's when the Dodgers came to visit.
Right. Maury Wills, he stole second, third, and home. And then when they had the bases loaded again a few innings later, he was on third base and he stole home on a suicide bunt. Crazy stuff that they did. Now I don't even know what they do.
They don't do that anymore.
You can't even have a squeeze play anymore. All these, you can't even have a certain place you can't even set the infield.
I think they're stealing more now with the new rules.
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
anyway.
Because a pitcher only can throw twice, I think, or 3 times to first base. If anybody's out there, let me know. Because after that, he can't throw it to first base anymore, so the guy could take an enormous lead.
It's all different. I mean, baseball, they're trying to make it faster so that younger people will watch it, because younger people don't have the attention span for a 3-hour game. It's like, because if you can't put it on your phone and you can't, send it as a tweet or now a thread.
A thread?
Thread.
Yeah, you do the highlights.
It's called Thread. That's the new competing app platform from Facebook. Zuckerberg and Musk don't like each other. They said out in public, "Oh, I'll see you and we could do a cage fight in Las Vegas."
But they're not doing that anymore, are they?
I don't know.
I wish they would.
That would be. I would. That would.
I
sell
think
out.
it'd be funny.
How
I would
quick?
watch.
How quick would that sell out? You think?
Oh, instantly, and I'd
someone
watch
said
it. I
it
would do
would-
pay-per-view for that.
It would sell out if it was to the death.
You know, no, can't have to the
No,
death.
no. But I would love to see them. They'd be like this instead of like punching, like
No,
boom,
no,
boom,
they'd go like
be going
this.
this.
What would they go like? Could you do that again?
Yeah.
Make noise so it'll pick up.
Well, I think Zuckerberg. I think he's a. I think one of
What?
them is a martial artist.
I think
black
it's
belt or something.
Zuckerberg who does martial arts. So I don't know. It's really. So what else do we see in the sky growing up? We saw on the beach, if we went like on a winter night onto the
Yes,
beach,
beautiful.
you can see the stars. Beautiful,
You see the
right?
planets.
Yeah.
The winter to me is the nicest time of the year.
I used to love going to bringing the dog to the beach because that was the only time we
Yes.
can get the dogs on the beach.
Yes.
And Alfie and Sparky won.
Sparky 1.0.
Sparky 1.0. And we would go to the beach and it was great.
used to-
Yeah, I like going to the beach in the wintertime because to wear a heavy jacket.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Yeah.
But we used to go to
In
the
the
beach
evening.
in the winter because we
Yeah.
didn't have any tourists or anyone there. It was just us.
Yeah.
And it was so
No.
nice to just walk on the
It was
by the
quiet.
beach.
It was quiet. It
Yes.
was like you walk on the beach and it was just, and you hear the waves and it was just beautiful. I mean,
Hmm.
I wouldn't give
We
that up
sit
for
on the
for
rocks.
nothing nights.
Well,
Yeah, we'd go to the
you had to go
rocks.
to Fire Island on the weekdays.
I've never
Mm,
been to Fire Island.
I haven't been there once.
Never.
really?
Once.
I remember
No.
when
Once.
on the weekend it's crowded, and you only can get there by ferry. There's no cars.
Right.
Yeah.
And what was nice is when I have like a week vacation, I could stay there the whole week. And the last ferry on Sunday left,
So then what?
Mm.
and the island was quiet.
Oh, where do
you
you
wait
pick up the
goodbye and-
ferry? Do you take the railroad
It's in
to
Long.
the ferry?
It's in Long Island.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
take
I
the
know.
Long Island Railroad to what I did to Bayshore,
Aw.
So
You take the Long Island Railroad to where?
to Fire Island Bayshore. There was several other stops where
stop?
there were ferries.
Oh, okay.
Bayshore, and then they had these cabs that would meet you, and they charge you, let's say $4 or $5, whatever, and they picked up 5, 6 people, and they just took them to the ferry.
you know, I've never
No.
been there because my father always said you live on a beach.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
And
why
we
I
used to
never-
go to Jones Beach at night though, because my parents would go dancing in the band shell,
yeah, we'd have,
And
we'd
and
have
we would
dinner.
play
The-
paddleball. We have dinner.
Right. And we'd bring like a picnic dinner.
And,
Right.
I
and,
always
and you
remember
didn't bring
chicken
any,
sandwiches.
and you didn't bring
somehow.
any guns.
No guns. No
Guns?
guns.
No guns.
No.
Today it's
We
a
tried
shame
that.
because you read every place, something inevitably happens.
Yeah.
You know,
Now, yes, they didn't have that. They
Yeah,
just
we
everywhere
weren't
you look.
quite. The worst that would be an occasional fist fight. Other than that,
Dirt bombs. Dirt
seen-
bombs.
I've seen knives being pulled,
yeah.
but I'm a guy.
Oh
No, we had dirt bombs.
when
We-
you're a jet, you're
Yeah.
a real flying jet from your first. No, I can't. Anyway,
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, the sky was beautiful. But my favorite thing, and Maxine and I were talking earlier, she asked me if I knew Manhattan Hinge.
Manhattan Hinge.
But we
yeah.
never called it that. It was at least 2-3 times a year.
It's twice
The
a year,
sun
May and
twice-
July. Yeah.
Okay. The sun would set straight down the road. It would be
The grid,
34th
right.
Street, right across the Manhattan from the east to the west.
Right.
And you would stand there and watch it. Where I lived on 29th Street, you see it was
Mhm.
straight down. You would see the sunset. It was spectacular.
Just straight
Straight
down. What do you
down.
mean straight down?
Straight down. You could see if you stand on a corner on 29th Street in the middle
I'll
of the
read. Let
street.
me read
Okay.
this because it gives me. it gives
Which
you
which direction?
I'm gonna tell you.
You're looking
Give me a
west.
second. I'm gonna
West.
read this. This is Manhattan Henge. You know, it's a takeoff.
We never called it that.
Right. It's also could be called the Manhattan solstice in a way.
That's it.
Okay, twice a year, the setting sun lines up with Manhattan streets to provide one of the most amazing sunset photos you can capture in New York City. It happens approximately the same 2 days in May, and then again 2 days in July, and it's happening now. Made popular
Hold on,
by
guys.
Hold on. Where are you going?
Until Dennis. Coming.
Made popular by Neil deGrasse Tyson, Manhattan Henge is a photographer's dream as you get that rare shot of the sun. You there? You back?
Yeah, we have a problem. We have exterminator coming.
Oh, okay.
The last time we were there, you had the plumbers coming.
Yeah, that too.
You got to tell them not to come on Wednesdays at 3:30. Okay. Anyway, so Manhattan Henge again is called Manhattan Solstice, and Neil deGrasse Tyson was the one who kind of got this all rolling. So the full sun is when the full sun is when the entire sun will be centered just above the horizon, and the half sun is when just half of the sun is centered above, and the other half is below. So you can see the whole process. So New York is on a grid. And actually, a friend of mine's great-grandfather designed the grid. New York is easy to there's streets, there's numbered streets, there's avenues. When you travel abroad or somewhere else, you don't know where the hell you're going. Nothing is built in a way that makes any sense. They have different places that you go to. I mean, I don't know.
You tell me the grid system when you're downtown and in the Greenwich Village or...
Yes.
Well, lower down
the Lower
center
East Side.
not,
there ain't no grid. This was built before grids.
Right. Well, that's Greenwich Village. That's the Lower East Side. It's not the same. So it can get a little wacky down by the financial district. That's like crazy around there. But when you get
grids,
up,
I think are above like 14th Street.
It's like it's from like I would say West 8th up maybe or 14th up. I don't know which way. Anyway,
it's from 8th Street up.
Right. So and it's on a grid. So when you have these long streets that go east to west, the main streets, which is 14th, 23rd, 34th, 42nd. Right. And they said 57th. Right. So the best time to go do this, which is, I mean, we're taping this today, but tonight and tomorrow is 12 to 15 minutes prior to sunset. And so it says that the best place to go is the elevated Tudor City Bridge on 42nd Street.
Yes, I've been there.
You can get the best pictures from that spot.
I know exactly. I've done that.
It's located between 2nd and 1st Avenue, and it gives that 42nd Street it's iconic because the buildings that are there, including the Chrysler Building. And
speaking about that, have you ever been? I'm not sure what building it is, where I think it's a GE building, where they have the indoor garden.
Is that the one on 50?
No, 42nd Street.
42nd Street? It's a GE building?
I don't know if it's a GE, but it's a building where it's on, I know the north side of the street. I think it's like between 2nd and 1st, where you walk in and there's like a huge indoor garden with trees growing in there. You know what I'm talking about?
Hi, guys. Yes, but I know exactly where it is.
Okay.
I'm taking you with me. I'm going down to my deck to show them where the wasps are.
Well,
they're attacking my house.
The last time we had the plumbers.
Okay, last week was the plumbers. This week it's the wasps. I don't even know what to say anymore. Down there. Go ahead. I mean, she's got a wasp problem.
Elsa, come inside.
Yep.
Elsa.
You got it? You see it? Good.
Yeah, it's coming from the hole there.
There's a hole.
There's a hole because I had by the way, this
fixing
is
a
all
hole
nature.
where the rain gets in?
Comes in. It stops my mind from wandering.
But make sure they don't have the pesticides.
Well, they have to because otherwise you're not going to kill the wasps. Yeah. So
That's the one thing here.
No, they have, we had a wasp, we had a nest in our ceiling and it came through. Thousands and thousands of wasps were coming out of my ceiling.
wow. Did you
Yeah,
take
I
pictures?
had a beehive in my closet,
Yeah, they
underneath my
just,
closet.
Well, we
then
have
bees are okay. They could take them and move them. These are wasps. These are killer wasps.
we had hornets.
Yeah, these are
And
hornet
we had like a hornet nest that was like looked like it was glued to
Mhm.
our side of our property, and I don't know, Les had to get something that, and we had to like shoot it from the a long spray through something we bought. I don't know. It was pesticides. It was a long time ago, but I don't know how we would even get rid of that now. I know
It's
sometimes
scary.
a hornet gets stuck. It goes in between. It gets in through my screen somehow
Yeah.
in my bedroom, and all of a sudden
I think I told
hear
you
it.
the
This is a
story.
picture
Oh,
of
Oh,
one I took.
you took the picture of that? You didn't
Yes,
take
that's
the
my picture.
thousands?
good camera.
Wow.
I killed it. And that's
You
dead. It's
killed
a
it?
dead one. It's dead.
How'd you kill it?
I pesticide stuff
Oh,
and I sprayed it till it died
Oh
in my
God.
house.
Oh boy, you must have, yeah.
You know me
Well,
freaking out.
you were freaking out. You freaked out. That's a freak out.
I
But
think I told you the
killed
I
it
story.
can
and
see
won.
you probably went, die, die.
That's exactly what I did. Die, MF. Die, die, die. Die, die, Ross.
No,
Die,
well,
die,
yeah,
Ross.
yeah, die, die, you know, die, die,
Right,
yeah.
right. Well, this
Die,
was a
die.
wasp that didn't do well. Didn't do well at
No.
all.
Well,
But-
he was trying, it was big and he tried to attack me and I attacked him first. Then
Ooh.
I had to get the window washers to come in and wash all my windows because I had stuff all over the house.
Oh my God.
When I
Sounds like
had
a very
the
sick movie.
when I discovered my bees, well, actually it was my neighbor discovered the bees because the hive was under the house. In an extension closet that the previous owner had built, but they didn't
Oh.
build it down to the ground
Oh,
because
That'll
I
do
lived
it.
on the side of a hill, so there was a part. So for somehow the hive got underneath that part, and it never
Hmm.
came to my house, but went to my neighbor's house,
wow.
and
Oh
they
my
told me
God.
about the bees.
Well,
Then
at
when I
least-
looked at it, this was the time of the killer bees.
Ah,
So
Oh
I
my God,
I
those are
didn't want to,
scary.
I didn't want to mess with that because there were
No.
people that were bitten to death. So what I did is someone said, call up the fire department.
Yeah.
And
fire
they'll-
department.
yeah, they said they'll have a team to look at it.
Really?
Yeah, that was the department that took care of it. So I live on up in the hills in in Sherman Oaks, and there are narrow streets that maybe fit one car in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I know those
So
streets.
Yeah,
so
we do.
so I thought that they'd send in some inspector to take a look at it, right?
Mm-hmm.
All of a
They
sudden,
said-
the ground starts shaking,
Get an
and I
engine,
look out the
fire
window.
engine.
They had the hook and ladder, the big one, and the engine to come with it, plus another car. And I'm saying, why the hell did you send all those cars?
Right,
I said they
right.
were bees.
Right.
And he said, oh, we have to keep them together in case there's an emergency.
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
make it-
I think that's actually right. Because I
But
had
now, if these were bees, regular bees, they would come,
they
these
weren't
people would
regular
come and
bees.
take the hives and move it.
Yeah,
But these are wasps. They have to
Oh.
kill them because they're they were horrible. They will attack. And they're flying in my deck and they're going through my house into the and I don't want to have a hive anymore. So they're gonna
Well,
kill it.
I mean, the theme of this is like things in the sky.
Yes.
So I guess
It's like
I guess
plumbers last week.
well, actually, I'm gonna title the show "The Tale of the Killer Wasps."
Yeah, something like that.
Ooh, da.
I mean, this should be. I mean, so from the beautiful aurora borealis to the magnificent Manhattan henge to freaking wasp in your house. I mean, I don't know. I'm more like I like the other stuff that we're talking about. Not the
Did you
wasp,
say the
so-
bars are having drinks named after these occasions?
That's what they
Yes,
said
they do.
in one of the articles. It said that people are going to come out tonight and they're going to have Manhattan henge, however they make that. What's going on back there? We got some talk going on.
I know they're talking about the exterminator ran away.
He ran away. He ran away.
Sprayed him and ran.
Oh, he did? Oh God. Okay.
Was he wearing a suit, a protective suit? No wonder why he ran away.
Oh my God.
Oh well.
Oh my God.
Well,
I can picture. I think I've seen one in the background.
What? A wasp?
I hate bugs. A matter of fact, I was out this Saturday, and I'll show you what I did Saturday.
Have you ever been bitten by a wasp or a bee? Or...
Yes, I got bit by a hornet on my back. It's painful.
What's the difference between a hornet and a wasp?
The
different
shape
body
of the
shape and the wings are different. It's all right. You were garlic.
I was picking garlic in a farm.
Farmer Rusty.
You hit the new crazy of craziness. So I don't know.
It was so much fun. I had so much fun.
Did you think you were a farmer in previous life?
No, never. It's just my friend who owns a
the
farm
place
asked me to
to
come
be.
and help.
Farm living is the life for me.
And she asked me if I'd do it again, and I went, hell no.
Yeah, no, not. I'm supposed to go to the Dig Farm on Monday. I hope the weather's nice.
Yeah,
they're having a firefly potluck.
That's what I miss now in California. I remember in Brooklyn that there was a season for fireflies.
Oh, that's like, now firefly.
And it was like 2 or 3 weeks.
That's
and
we have fireflies here all till about October here.
Really?
We have them now.
Not in Los Angeles.
I have mine now also, but
I think they're not now in Los Angeles.
Oh, they're not?
No.
No, they don't like Los Angeles. What do I know? Well, you know what they say about Los Angeles.
No.
You know they say of people from California. It's like a bowl of granola. It's like a bowl of granola, everyone. After you separate the fruit from the nuts, all you have left are the flakes.
It's funny. I still consider myself a New Yorker.
Yes,
but I've been living more than half of my life
in LA.
In LA.
Yeah.
But
I've lived most of my life
I feel like that
City
that Neil Diamond show, that Neil Diamond song. LA's fine, but it ain't mine.
I agree with Neil.
I agree with that.
I agree with Neil. LA fine, but it ain't mine. I'm not. I mean, a good part of my family's out there. God bless them, but nope.
Don't get it.
Well, Phil was an Angelino.
Phil liked the warm weather. I mean, he was a New Yorker.
Yeah.
But he
Mitch the move back to New York.
You know, Phil, they both like the warmer weather. You know, they just
well, I remember when my sons were younger, I said, we got to move back to New York. And both of them looked at me and said, Dad, it gets under 80 degrees and you're wearing a jacket.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
do you watch the TV show, The Ninja Warriors?
No. Sometimes. I haven't seen the new ones.
It's in Los Angeles. They're all wearing winter coats. Was it that cold in LA this past spring?
Yeah, well, the days were like in the morning were in the 50s. So I don't know when
they take evenings?
I don't know. This got to the 60s.
Boy, they're wearing winter coats and hats, and I'm looking at it. It's
what's Ninja Warriors?
Oh, it's this ninja. It's this what do they call that?
Is that the one they do the different
is it a series or?
Yes, a series. It's great. It's really good.
Is that the physical test
they do all these what do they call those things?
They have like physical barriers. They have to like a swing over water and
yes, and they have to climb. It's like you have to be a mountain climber. And you got to do. Oh, it's great. I watch it every Monday night.
Yeah,
it's an actual television show.
Yeah, I mean it's great. I've been watching it for 10 years.
No, it's like a reality kind of thing.
No, yes, it's like a contest.
Oh, it's a Ninja Warriors.
I know. It's like
different feats of strength,
Yeah,
or whatever.
strength.
Right.
And
right.
some people
I
are
want to
like
do it, and I
the
look
tip of
at it
their
and I go,
fingers, and the mountain climbers do well on it.
I'm not.
I'm into Captain NBC.
I'm not watching that. That's not a thing.
Oh, well, that's one of my shows I love.
Oh, well, I like ninjas, but I like the quiet ninjas.
And then the other one we were talking about, the old shows, and I forget the name of the show about the concierge doctor.
Oh, that's Royal Pains.
Royal Pains. Because we were Max was talking about that the other day, about now how medicine is completely screwed up.
We're talking about it next week.
Oh, we are, okay.
We'll do a teaser for next week. My doctor, my GP, internist, we wanted to get some information, to get some meds or something. We call the office. He's not here. Okay, where is he? He's not here. Like, what does that mean? He left here. He left here. Where did he go?
Okay, where?
We don't know. Okay. I won't even tell you what my hubby did at that point, because he was livid.
And he's a doctor.
And it turns out that he left the whole up here, the whole system. I won't say names. And he joined a concierge doctor group in the city. That is the new thing. To get a concierge. It's been around
for a while, and I think it's great.
Now we have to be able to afford it. It's
yes,
the rich folk.
Because you can't. There's no insurance with it.
It's
cash.
Right. Well, you pay for them being available all the time, them doing a house call, them giving you meds, they're giving you this and that. But if you need to be in a hospital setting, you have to have insurance.
Well, I always thought that the doctor should only be paid when you're well. In other words, you go to a doctor to keep you well, so you should pay something. When you're sick and you come, they should have no charge, because they haven't done their job.
Yeah,
our doctors used to make house calls. Let's hear it from
Malcolm. Well, we should save this for the next show.
Okay.
We'll call it whatever happened to Dr. Schulman. That's my old doctor. Anyway, guys.
Dr. Klima.
Dr. Pollock.
Dr. Pollock.
Oy vey, the bell just rang.
I loved him.
We're out.
We're out. All right. Okay. Well, I don't know what we talked about, but here we are. And there we go.
Because the sky is high.
And why is that?
Because it smokes too much.
No, the sky is high. And then I said, and why? And we said, because it
smokes too much. I don't know how to come up with this. Bye, guys.
I want to see you go to Union Square and people take videos of
the village.
We're going next week.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's
do a show
from the village.
I want to see it, and we'll see if we can break a million viewers.
Okay.
Bye.
Let's do it. Bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Main. Bye.
Stay